Hello, anybody here? My Billy No mates. I'm sure somebody will arrive very shortly. Well, I hope they do anyway. This time I did remember to change the top chat to the live chat, so I shall know that I'm not talking to myself anymore. So cheers. Have a cup of coffee. Cheers. So you can see smoke behind me. Don't worry about it. It's just my incense burning. So I hope you've all been having a good weekend so far. I'm sure I'm on the right chat here. Top chat. Oh yeah, I am now. Hi Sean. I was on the wrong thing. I couldn't read anything that was being said to me. I was doing a Kelly. Hi Mia. Hi Mob Bonnie. Oh, I can't put my teeth in, can I? My Bonnie Crochet. Hi. Hi Willowvale. Oh, you're Winter Sky, right? Okay, you're in disguise. Okay. Do we all have to wear disguise, or is it just you? How am I? Well, kind of debatable. I've been down at A&E this afternoon because I had that pain in my leg again. It was driving me potty. And I can't get the GPs to take me seriously. They just keep saying, take a paracetamol. Anyway, after 2.5 hours of pain this morning, I decided I'm going to A&E. And it carried on the pain while I was there. But it's like they said, they couldn't really do anything because it wasn't an accident. It wasn't an emergency. But they are writing to my GP to recommend that he sends me for an ultrasound or for a nerve sensitivity. Oh, hi, Miguel. That nerve sensitivity test. And that it's ridiculous that I've been going for years and they haven't been doing anything. So hopefully, when they get the letter back from the hospital, hopefully they will pull the finger out. You just realised you're on your other YouTube. Hi, Joe. Hi, Jeannie. It's still you. Oh, dear. Yeah, how are you doing, Miguel? Are you feeling any better? Have they sorted you out with some different pills now? Hi, Nancy. Yeah. Miguel's been struggling a bit with his pains and he's had, what is it, not flu, is it pneumonia? Bronchitis, something like that he's had. So let's hope he's feeling better. Oh, dear. Yeah. Oh, that was my stomach then. Have you heard it? It went, like having an alien inside there. Like an alien being. Oh, dear, dear, dear. So I feel as though I've wasted most of the day anyway. Things I was going to do so much today, and I finished up, well, reading a book in A&E. Because when I decided to go in a bit of a splutter. So I had to laugh, Charles, though. That's typical little boy, isn't it? Yeah, they must be names for drugs. We must call them a different name, Miguel. I don't recognise them over here. Yeah. Hi, Rebecca. I think you have stronger drugs over there anyway. It'll turn up eventually, Sean, in somewhere where you're not thinking. But the trouble is if you need it before. I mean, Kelly's actually lost her bank card. Probably in the house. She's a nasal spray, right? Okay, no, I don't have one of those. Yeah. Oh, you found it now. Thank goodness for that. Kelly hasn't found hers. She's had to cancel hers and get a new one. So it could be awkward, especially if you don't carry cash in you. Yeah. Oh dear, Joe. Well, I'm glad you've caught up today anyway. I had a flare up earlier in the week. Years of packs of strong antibiotic. Why is everybody poorly in the state of Texas? There's a bug going around. Whatever. Yeah, lots of junk in here. My finger's hurting a bit. That's why I'm massaging my hand cream in it. That finger's got arthritis in it. Well, they've all got arthritis in it, but that's got worse one. The weather's bipolar. Well, it should take its medication then, shouldn't it? Then it wouldn't be bipolar. Oh, hi, Brittany. Oh, dear. Well, Sue came yesterday, but we didn't make a video because she was very, very late arriving because sadly she had a puncture on the way to see me. And she had to shell out £94. Oh, that would have broke my heart. I think that was for a new tyre. So we didn't have a chance to make a video. She just took photos of me in the shawl, so that's one thing that got done. But I've got the edges to do on 2 pockets, and then I finished. Well, I finished apart from sewing all the ends in. That's what I should be doing tonight. I've got my needle. Oh, hi, Craft Angel. So that's what I'll be doing while I'm talking to you tonight. I will be darning ends in. Millions and millions of ends in. Oh, my goodness. Oh, thank you, Susie. We're all wearing masks. Hi, Wendy. Oh, I hope you keep all your bugs to yourself. Don't breathe them on me. Oh. So in the ends, he's... Yeah. I mean, Sue said to me, I can't believe you're making a second one. Yeah. Yeah, bronchitis, you have to take care of your chest with that. I've had it a couple of times in my life. Not now, but I've had it a couple of times, yeah. And, yeah. I don't go out very often, so I suppose I'm not as susceptible to any germs. That's rare, you know, Gina, because I've had the flu jab for about 15 years now, and I've never had any side effects at all. Hi, Cynthia. You know, I've heard of people saying, oh, I've had an injection and it's given me the flu, and it's never happened to me, that, yeah. Oh, good show, Craft Angel, yeah. You found it, the one with the bikini, not the bikini, the swimsuit, the very racy swimsuit on the front of the cover. That's what mine had on it anyway. I didn't get pneumonia, I get the flu shot. And I also had the shingles shot. Last year I had the shingles. Because apparently it's quite severe when you're older, you know, if you get it. So, freezing rain. It's been raining here. Yeah. No, I can honestly say, touch wood, I've not had flu or even a bad cold since I've been having my flu shots. I have to have them because of my breathing problems, because my mask, I've got to breathe through my nose, through, you know, with my CPAP machine at night. And if my nose for any reason gets blocked, then I'm really in trouble because I have sleep apnea. And so, yeah, that swimsuit is a bit of a cheeky swimsuit, isn't it? Hi, Carmen Waters. Hello. She's saying hello, room. Yeah, you don't know, Jeannie, do you? You know, Oh, thanks, Shad. Yeah, I got me dander up. Two of my customers really played on my nerves last weekend. So a cursing cloth was one of those. Is that a misprint? Or do you just throw it in the air every time you curse? Oh dear. Yeah, well, Kelly and I are both determined to make this work. Kelly did say she'd pop on for a little while, but she's really tired. She just told me in a message that she's really, really tired. Hi, Nairi. Yeah, she met this. Yeah, it's been on my mind for a long time, about people like putting on you. I mean, it happens, not just me. From all the replies I've had, it's happened to everyone, And I think it's time that, we kind of all said, by Nature Crafts, that we all said, yeah, it's party time, that we all stood up for ourselves and said, sack it all, either you want it or you don't want it. And, stop treating us like we're slaves or something. The smoke behind me, yes, it's an incense stick. It's nothing on fire, don't worry. You didn't find any good snacks in Aldi's? Hi, Chrissy. Well, what I've got with my snacks is cream eggs. Cadbury's cream eggs. Couldn't resist them. Oh, Graft. Oh, I see. I'm with you now. What you say? Coke Zero. I'm not excited about that. No. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't show you, did I, when I got me? I got me new cables, for the knee hooks for my Tunisian. These don't seem to be quite as rigid as the other ones. The other ones wouldn't take, a kink wouldn't stay out of them, but these are a lot softer. So I think I stand a chance, of keeping them straighter. They just feel a different consistency. The ones that are with the blue ones that are with the set, they just feel absolutely solid and rigid. But these look as though I'm going to be able to get the kinks out of these, I think. So, and the different colours. Different colours they are. Look, all different colours. Yeah. So, I'm hoping. Found a lovely pattern. And Miguel found it as well for a Tunisian jacket. It was a free pattern and all, and it's like a pixie jacket. It's got pointed edges to it. It's all done in like a random pattern. It's got a hood on it, and but it's done in Tunisian, so I'm going to have to, brush up my skills, really. Yeah. What's LaCroix? Is there a place called Piano? That's a strange name to have a place. Piano, yeah. Ian, if you saw the size of, well, you've seen the size of me, you'd need an awfully big hook. A white chocolate egg in there? No, I don't think so. That chocolate's, yeah. I don't know whether Kelly's coming on today, and she said she was really tired. She said she might pop on. And oh, Naturecraft is a bit like that water I had the other week. Plano, not piano. Do you remember that juice I had the other week that was kiwi, that water? Oh, that was kiwi and pear it was. It was awful. Yeah, she said she was going to get the snooze. Yeah. She's been kind of busy this week. Well, yeah, piano does sound better, yeah. A lot of these waters are trendy, aren't they? And they're totally yak, yeah. Oh, Shad, you've not asked me about my necklace today, see, have you? It's down there, you can't see it, can you? I put it on because it's got, the top's got lilac and greens in it. I haven't read the pattern, Ian. Is it done in panels? What's my ice cream? Just plain, really. I'm pretty boring with ice cream. I just like dairy, you know, the Cornish cream. But I will eat rum and raisin. But I'm not a lover of all these expensive, you know, cookies and cream and all that sort of stuff. You know, that fancy ice cream that costs a bomb. I'm not a lover of that, yeah. You like chocolate ice cream, yeah? Oh, that's right. If it's in panels, then I've got a chance here, yeah. I thought maybe you made it all in one and just... Oh, there's a white chocolate egg hidden. No, I've not seen that one. No, I don't think I will have a white one in here. I wouldn't be that lucky. Yeah, Lydia, we're talking about that one, yeah. It's absolutely a lovely jacket. And I am going to have a go at that when I get round to it. I've got to get rid of everything. I don't like having works in progress. It's on a web page somewhere. I don't know where I found it. Because Miguel sent me the link, but I'd actually found it before that. I get a lot of emails sent to me. No, I think they're all dark. They're not as interesting as your hen's eggs. Oh, I stand a chance with that then, Ian, if it's in panels. I just don't like big, you know, pieces like blankets and stuff, yeah. It's lovely, Lydia. It really is a lovely jacket, yeah. I can see me wearing it. I'm not keen on that boho yarn it's done in though, because I've done a big granny square coat in it, and it's fluffed up. So I don't know whether I'd want to do a coat in it. It's not cheap yarn either. But yeah, the King Cole Riot. My jacket is fluffing up in it. It's you know, under the arms. It's great big cobs and on my Ravelry messages. No, the only message I got today on my Ravelry was from Anita. Added me to her friends list. That's the only message I've got today. Yeah. Well, tonight I've got to finish off I don't know. I was thinking more of maybe the the Starcraft Batik, the one that's in the random shaded. It looks a bit sort of slightly, better quality than the Riot. I mean, I love the colours of the Riot. It's absolutely gorgeous, the colours. But oh my goodness, you did well there, didn't you, Naturecraft? Yeah. Yeah. I've actually got some as a gift for someone, but I'm not showing it on here. I don't think she watches my video, but just in case I'm not showing it, I'll take a picture before I send it off. No, I haven't had any messages, Lydia. Yeah. Because I look today, I mean, even if I don't go on every day, my messages still stay there. There's unread messages, yeah. So, yeah, I need to get on with my pockets. I've done all the main. Oh, knocking everything over. I've done all the main bit. I'm just on the pockets now. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm doing another of those Frida Kahlo sweaters, but it's all done in the paler shades. And as you can see, this is what I'm going to be doing later on, is sewing that up. Well, I've actually got another. There's the other pocket. I've just got to turn it into a square to make it into a pocket. Oh, fingering weight, you martyr. Won't get me doing fingering weight anymore. I used to do when I was younger. And I'm still working on the brown sweater. But I just wanted to get this other one out of the way. I'm a bit of a one project girl, really. I'm not a lover of having too many things on the go. I know some people love having like a million things on the go, but I just don't. Yeah, I'm better with one or maybe two. That's all I need. Yeah. Oh yeah, sewing in the ends there really is a killer. Yeah. Yeah, I get really stressed out if I've got more than a couple of works in progress. I mean, the brown is kind of something I tend to work on in daylight because it's not as easy to work on it in the dark. Right, what am I doing here? Uh-huh. 400 skeins of yarn, yeah. I mean, it's not that having the skeins of yarn that worries me. It's having all these things that are half started that worry me. I just don't like having bags and bags with patterns and bits of half finished things in. It just overwhelms me. Overwhelms me. Oh, I used to wear flower in my hair when I was younger, Shad, but not now. Bit old for flowers now. What am I doing here? Tell me what I'm doing, will you? Because I don't know what I'm doing. I've no idea what I'm doing anymore. turning a circle into a square. You've got 8 things in progress. Hi, Jenny. Oh, God, it would drive me mad. Absolutely. I think, actually, that there is a headband, on the page where I found this Frida Kahlo free sweater. I think there's actually a big Frida Kahlo headband on there somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. I only wear flowers in my hair when I'm going to a wedding or something like that. I don't know what the name of the pattern is. There's a couple of people on here that know what it's called. Oh, God, that was awful, wasn't it, last week? Anybody know what the name of that pattern is, that Tunisian jacket we're chatting about? Ian, do you know? I haven't printed it out, so I don't know what it's called. No, last week it was ridiculous, wasn't it, when we got invaded? I mean, Trevor said it's only one person, but you can't believe that one person with a bot or something could do all that damage. Oh, the elf jacket. There you go. That's right, Tina. I don't even know if I'm going to Edinburgh now. I've not discussed it really with Kelly since, really. We've both got things on at the minute, and financial things, because we're sorting out the web page and that. And to go up to Edinburgh, we need to pay for a couple of nights accommodation, plus getting in there. And we don't even have tickets. We're going to have to queue up to see if we can get in, which is another thing that's put me off a bit. What if we queue up and we can't get in? Yeah, I would like to go in, because they say they have like a corner, where bloggers can sit and chat, But with my luck, nobody would know who I was anyway, so I'd be the one that's sitting there like Billy No Mates, Nobody knows. Yeah, I don't do crowds too well, because I've usually got my walker or something, and it's hard to negotiate loads of people when you've got your walker. You're trying to get through, and people step backwards into the wheels, and then they glare at you. They don't realise if they step backwards that or they stop dead in front of you. So you run up the back of the heels with your wheels. And then you get a dirty looks, yeah. I don't know, Heather. I can't even contemplate it at the moment. I've just got too many things on the go. I would like to make it, though. But then I'd probably get people asking me for orders, and I wouldn't want to do them. Oh, hi, Dee. Yeah. No, I've decided I'm not doing any more. I always get the ladies who are rather large. I've got nothing against rather large ladies, because I am one myself, but they do take an awful lot of crochet. Hello, everybody. Hello, Dee. So I wouldn't want to make one of those jackets and then people saying, yes, but can I have it in a 60-inch bust or something? And can I have it in thin wool? And I'm not going there. Oh, right, that's okay. Because you know what my Tunisian's like? It's very brand new kind of thing, my Tunisian. Oh, single crochet, that'd be a lot of crochet though, wouldn't it, Ian? Well, I suppose it would if it was done in the Tunisian, wouldn't it? I did show you. Where were you, Shad? I just said it's funny you didn't ask about it. Everybody's a witness. I did show my necklace, didn't I, before, but Shad must have been dreaming. There it is. It's got the greens and the purples in it because the top I'm wearing, it's an over top, has actually got greens and purples in it. So it's one of those sort of flimsy see-through tops that I wear over the top of a dress. Yeah. Oh, you know what I'm like with jewellery. I never feel dressed. Oh, talking about not being dressed. I've got my perfume on. How can I not be dressed without my perfume? Yeah, the elf coat. That's better now. Feel better now. I've got my perfume on. Never fully dressed without my perfume. Oh, yeah. Did you see that? Oh, it's a while ago now, where a couple and their kiddies were evicted off a plane because everybody complained that they smelled. And they were saying, like, no, we don't smell. We got kicked off because we were Jewish. And I thought, no, you smelt, love, you smelt. You know, it had nothing to do with your religion. I mean, I've sat next to some smelly people in my time, and it's not pleasant, especially being cooped up with somebody on a flight. You know, that must be very unpleasant. So I'm all behind the aircraft for telling them to leave. I mean, we're none of us perfect, but no, it's only a light perfume. It's not a heavy perfume. So I just, oh, cat pee. Oh, I know, I used to have a cat. You have to really love a cat, don't you? Because otherwise, when you come home at night and they've had a piddle when you, just as you left, you know, in the morning, and it's stood there all day, you know. You have to really love your cat to deal with that. Yeah. It all depends on what they're eating as well, Naturecraft, yeah. Oh, God. That mama will be blooming pregnant again, Miguel. That mama cat. Yeah, I love cats, but like you have to like the smell, don't you? Yeah. Oh, piece of bacon. Oh, lynx. Brr. That's vile, isn't it, lynx? I had enough trouble cleaning mice out and hamsters and all stuff like that. Oh, all cats are tarts, aren't they? Pointing their bum towards a hole in the fence. They're just tarts, yeah. Yeah, it's not his cats, right, Shad. It's just a stray that happens to have um, taken up residence. Yeah, cats never go and poo in their own garden. Have you noticed? They always go and poo in somebody else's. Yeah, some people have a very, very strong body scent, and you kind of have to get used to it. I went out with a guy who was mixed race, and he had a very heavy musk odour. And everybody used to say, oh God, how can you stand it? But kind of you just get used to it. Oh, hi, Maggie. I mean, he wasn't dirty. He used to shower and everything. He just had a very heavy body scent. Yeah, I agree. I don't know what it was with him. It was a very unusual. It wasn't like BO or anything. It was just like musky smell. I quite liked it, but everybody else said, oh God, he stinks. No, it wasn't oily. I don't know what it was, really. And I also have a friend who's a Sikh, and he always smells of like incense or body oil or whatever, like not quite patchouli, but he always smells of that. I think everybody has their own body smell. It's just that we can't smell our own, can we? We all think we don't smell. Yeah, pheromones. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. That musk smell is supposed to be very attractive to the opposite sex. So obviously, I don't have any pheromones. No, it wasn't garlic. It was. It's a different smell altogether. Yeah. It's like little Gigi. Gigi's got a completely different smell than my other dogs. What do I do on my show? I just sit and talk to people. I don't do anything. Oh, my ex-boyfriend was always on in that season, yeah. That's why he's my ex-boyfriend, yeah. I seem to be attracted to the gigolos. Oh my goodness, they're starting early today. Whistle, whistle. Oh, that's horrible. All right, him dumb whatever, him dumb something. What's he spitting things out? I used to work with a guy who used to put his chewing gum in his bin. Ugh. And his bin was full of old, sticky. Yeah, possibly a whistle. I was thinking that myself, Miguel. Yeah, his bin was all full of welded on bits of gum. Oh, it's hard making a square. Why am I not making a good square on this? You've got 23 what? Are you cooking your breakfast, are you, Karen? Right. Yeah, we're just wondering what 23 what? What's he got? 23. Yeah, whistles. Yeah. Well, I mean, this guy with his chewing gum, it wouldn't empty. It was like sort of welded on. You know what it's like when it goes, um, when chewing gum goes solid. It was just like welded to his. I mean, I'd have just refused to touch it, me. And it wasn't as if he took it out of his mouth. He used to just spit it in the bin. Horrible. Some people have got no manners. Oh, I don't know. 23 what? Oh dear. Oh, degrees. I don't know what temperature it is. I've been outside, but I went with a taxi to the door and then I came back by taxi. So it cost me 20 something pound in taxi fares to be told they couldn't do anything. Haha, great. I don't know how many degrees it is here. I shall find out for you if you're interested. You just give me one moment. Well, in case you're interested, Prince Philip has voluntarily given up his driver's license now. So you're safe on the roads now in the UK. I hate it when they spit it on the pavement. You get it stuck on your shoe, don't you? Ugh. It's 41 degrees F here. It's, what is it in C? Let me tell. 5 degrees C. Yeah, 41 F is what it is here. Oh, I can imagine the Queen giving me his marching orders. Have I ever yarn bombed anything? Well, not on my own. I've contributed to yarn bombing in the past when I used to belong to knit club. But I haven't yarn bombed anything recently, no. It's cold and it's damp. You're right there. It's, yeah, you probably will. I mean, he's allowed to drive on the palace roads because they don't need to. They don't need a license, you know, to drive on private roads. I mean, you don't see the Queen driving anymore now, except she's being chauffeured. If I had money and a chauffeur, I wouldn't want to drive. I'm lazy. I'd want to sit there and crochet while somebody else drove me. Oh, that used to be the thing in trains. People used to stick their gum under the seat in trains and that. Ugh. It's disgusting. And when they put the shoes, oh, a lot of people who yeah, we're getting fatter in Britain. I think it's because we can only afford to eat junk. Yeah, I know, he made a right mess of the car, didn't he? And then the day after it, he went and got yeah, Keeping Up Appearances, Hyacinth, yeah. The guy who plays her husband's just died. Yeah, the cheap food and stuff like that, the trouble is it's not good for you, is it really? That's my main reason why I put on weight, because I won't cook. Having said that, I have bought some beef and some vegetables to make stew. So I am doing 180 for 12 eggs. Just trying to think what I've just paid for eggs. I paid about that, but I only got 6 eggs. I haven't got paste. I don't think I've got any paste left. I've got some tin tomatoes, but my beef stew. Yeah, I've got some stew vegetables and some beef, yeah. Yeah, this is the trouble, isn't it, Ian? Things that are cheap to eat are usually the worst for you. Oh, hi, Sonia. I don't like hot dogs. I really don't. It's a kind of a burnty taste about hot dogs. I just really don't like. They taste weird to me. No, I like sausages, but they're smoked or something, aren't they, hot dogs? And that's what I don't like. I don't like that smoky flavour. I know my son wanted me to get a jar of them one time because his um, his friend's mum used to buy them and put them in buns and that, and he mithered me to get these things, and then when I got them for him, he didn't like them. No, and neither did we, so they just got thrown away. Yeah, I like proper sausages. Although I must admit, I'm not keen on a lot of them that they mess about with. They put herbs and spices and apples and all sorts of stuff in sausages these days. I just like normal sausages, what I call normal anyway. You love cooking, I don't. I used to cook when I was younger. Used to cook all the time when I was younger, but now, no, can't be bothered. It's all that standing up at the cooker and that hurts my back like fury. I used to bake all the time as well. Well, we all know what you like, Ian. Oh, hello, Blossom. How are you? No, I think Kelly must have nodded off. She's not here, is she? She said she was feeling very tired, yeah. I was actually falling asleep. Oh, here we go again. Has she made another cheesecake? You're hungry now, are you? Hi, Darlene. No Trev tonight. Oh, I think he said he was going out. Because when I said, was he going out last week, he said no, but I'm going out next week. So I think he's gone out this week. How dare he? Deserters. Hi, Emma. Hello, Denisha. Oh, my goodness me, Blossom. Today or tomorrow? I don't like macaroni cheese, especially the ready meals. Hi, Denisha. You all right, dear? Oh, goodness. I can't fast. I'm not allowed to anyway. Because of a diabetes. I've got to eat every 4 hours as I eat something. Otherwise, it sends me blood sugars all up the pole. I'm doing very well, though. My blood sugars are getting really good. So I must be being good. Right. Finally made it square. Yeah, whenever they do my blood sugars now, when I go to the doctors and that, they're always they're not normal, obviously. If they were normal, I wouldn't be taking any pills, would they? But they are, as normal as for me. Oh, Sue was talking about making pea and ham soup. I'm like, don't, please don't, I like it. She said, I think I'll put some dumplings in it. And I'm like, that's right, just torture me. Just carry on, just torture me. 12 pounds overweight. I'm more like 120 pounds overweight. Mind you, if I was the weight that I'm supposed to be for my height, I have been that weight at times, and I look anorexic. I look absolutely gaunt when I am the weight I'm supposed to be. I look dreadful. And that's what puts me off the most, is because I'm not vain, but when you look old and haggard. Talking about that, have you seen Celine Dion? What is that woman doing to herself? She looks dreadful. Oh, I could have cried when I saw her. She's like a skeleton. She's all skin and bone. I'm still obese. I was obese when I was, 5 stone lighter. Way too skinny. Oh, you're joking. No, she looks poorly. Yeah, she is grieving, but she does look poorly. Yes, I'm in the UK. I just worry about her health because she looks so frail. Oh, you got some new necklaces. I've been good. I haven't bought any this week. Been so good. You sat on a paparazzi. Oh, you sat in on a paparazzi line on Facebook. Every necklace is $5. That's a lot to me. Spending $5 on a necklace. Oh, in the state of Ohio, right. I like big, chunky necklaces, me. The chunkier the better, the bigger the better. I don't like little pretty things. Oh, I wouldn't do cosmetic surgery, no. No. The only thing I've seriously thought about is just a little bit of filler in those lines there. But actual cosmetic surgery, no. I've had too many surgeries, I don't mean for cosmetic reasons. That it kind of puts me off, yeah. I know, she looks really ill, doesn't she? She's flaunting her body like she's beautiful. And I think, well, just cover up a bit. I hate to tell you this, but I put loads of weight after I'd had my hysterectomy. Evening, Connie. Yes, that is. I went to the weight they wanted me to be at one stage in my life. And once I put the weight back on, I actually ripped up all the photographs I had because I look older then than I do now. I looked, haggard wasn't the word. And I just used to cry because my body looked great, but my face looked terrible. I looked like my mother. And I was only in my 30s. Go on, Blossom, what is it you want to know, love? You want to know how much I weigh? What was the name of the calendar? I think it was just called Naked Knitted Calendar. It's a long time ago, so there won't be any evidence around except there was videos, but the videos didn't show us, like, you know, I was in dressing gowns. Yeah, when I was way too skinny, I was. It was for charity. Yes, it was for the local cancer hospital that I did it. I had a copy of it somewhere around, but I don't know where it is. Hiding the goods, yeah. No, actually, it was a shawl I was hiding mine with. Being a plump girl has its advantages because my tummy covered up any other bits that might be on view. Because I have like a, you know, a mummy tummy. So you couldn't see anything. And my boobs, I had a shawl around my boobs. So you couldn't see anything. It was all tasteful. That's one advantage of being a plump girl. Your belly covers up your assets. Yeah, I know, Celine. Don't you look ill? Oh, she does look poorly. Why I'm thinking anorexia is the fact that she thinks she looks okay. You know, and she doesn't think she looks thin. So, what am I working on? I'm working on the pocket of another of those Frida Kahlo jackets. Yeah, there's slim, isn't there? But then there's all the bones sticking out, which doesn't look healthy to me. Yeah. I'm on a roll. I'm not on a roll when I come to sew all these ends in, I'll tell you, Blossom. And I'm not on a roll with me my last orders that I'm ever going to take. I've got one to finish and another one to start. And then that's it. I'm not taking any more. The web page is actually, Kelly met up with somebody and she's got a meeting with him next week to get a consultation with him about. I'm making another of those Frida Kahlo jackets, is what I'm making. It's all stripes. Oh, some people do mess there. That's why I wouldn't want plastic surgery. I mean, I'm not a beauty, but, you know, what happens if instead of looking better, you look worse? Like a lot of the people who have it done look. I'm not in the public eye anyway, apart from on here. But I mean, you know, I'm not a film star whose looks depend on whether I get work or not, you know, so you can understand in a way why they try to hang on to the youth because they're not getting any parts in. You know, in Hollywood, if they're looking old. If you make a living with your face, it must be very, very difficult when you start getting elderly and old and stuff and nobody wants you anymore because you're not gorgeous anymore. But I don't understand why ordinary women in the street bother. It must be just vanity or they're addicted to it or something. I mean, I can understand people having plastic surgery and that if they've been born with a deformation or something like that, you know, or they've got tumours on their faces and something like that. I can understand why they would put themselves through things like that. What happened? It was buffering. Everybody lost me, apparently. I was still here, talking away to myself, but everybody else had gone. But I can't understand, like, the normal woman in the street who isn't famous or whatever, wanting to have a nose altered and a face lifted and shifted. I can't understand that. No, if I ever win the lottery, you won't be seeing a different face on here. You'll still be seeing me. Still be seeing ratty old me. I wouldn't want to have major surgery anyway. Can you imagine? All the things that can go wrong. Oh, you've only got to look at the Hollywood stars to realise how different they all look. What gets me is they say, oh, you know, I haven't had anything done. And you can see they have, yeah. Oh, take the notice of your friend Wendy. Get a new friend. That's what I say. I've always been conscious of my weight because I've been overweight for quite some time, and my ex-husband used to make a point of telling me just how much overweight I was all the time. And I know I would be healthier if I lost weight. But to be quite honest with you, I don't really care. It's nothing to do with vanity. If I lost weight, it would be because of my health, you know. That's the only reason why I would ever lose weight. You know, if they said, like, you're going to die in 2 years unless you lose X number of pounds, I think that, you know, I think Moodall do something about it. Oh, hi, Doll. But if it's just like, oh, hi, honey boo, I'm not too bad, thank you. But it's just for the sake of looking gorgeous, and I don't care anymore what people think about me in a way. You know, whereas at one time I'd be thinking, oh my God, my backside looks so big in these trousers, what will people think? Now I just think, well, stop looking, you know. That's my attitude. I'm desperately overweight. I know I am. I really am. And I am trying, and I've lost about 7 pounds. Yeah, I've got a big belly. Yeah. That's the bit I hate as well. It makes it difficult to get clothes that fit nicely when you've got a big fat belly. But I've not got to the stage where, I mean, there's a little girl that little girl, she's in her 20s, that lives down the road from here, and she was going on and on the other day about her nose, saying how much she hated it, and she wanted to do this and she wanted that, and are you going now, Cynthia? Bye now. And I'm thinking, she is such a pretty little thing. You know, she's obviously got some kind of a disorder that, you know, she thinks she's ugly. She's not. I wish I was as ugly as she is, you know what I mean? She's got a pretty little thing. But, you know, you wonder, think, oh, I feel so desperately sorry for them when they look at themselves and they think that they don't look right. You know, it's all a matter of self-confidence, isn't it, or whatever. I mean, she must be struggling with her confidence or something. Last time I was thinking about my stomach then, I'm thinking, does it stick around or melt quickly? I'm thinking, no, it sticks around. And then I realised you're talking about the snow. Sorry about that, Blossom. I was completely on a different tangent. Oh dear. Yeah, I have a friend who's got body dysmorphia. It's a shame, really, because she verges on the anorexic stage. Because she's obsessed with not eating anything that's got fat in it or anything. And she reads all the labels and she's going, oh, it's got fat in it. Oh, I'm not eating that. And I'm thinking, what? You need fat. It's got to be the good kind of fat, but you do need fat in your life. Not all fat is bad. We've proved that over the years. Yes, I'm not saying all fat's good, it's not. But they've proved that some fat is good for you. So I refuse to turn into a rabbit for anybody. I just couldn't get with this vegan stuff. I couldn't. I don't eat an awful lot of meat, but I just couldn't. Yeah. Oh, you're very popular then, Miguel. Phone calls. Yeah, that's the problem. Everything in moderation, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, you'll be shocked, Dave. You see what she looks like now. She looks so ill. Yeah, my back and my knees would probably heave a sigh of relief if I lost a lot of weight. But it ain't going to happen because, as I said, I've lost about 7 pounds. It's so difficult to lose it when you can't, do any exercise or walk about and stuff. But and then when I went to the hospital today, I had to. Oh, hi, Kimberan. I had to walk a bit, with my stick and that. So now my back is absolutely killing me. But we soldier on. We soldier on. Yeah, Dee, that's the trouble. Trev has gone out, I think. I'm sure he said last week. When I said to him, have you not gone in the pub? And he said, no, I'm going into the pub next week, yeah? So, yeah, I mean, it could be, like you say, it could be grief, and she could be, I can't do this. Yeah, it could be the grief that's making her like that. Why can't I do this? Hi, Linda. Always took me ages to lose this 7 pound. It's not that happened overnight. It took absolutely forever to lose that. Yeah, it's going the right way, isn't it, Brittany? It's not better than not going the other way. But I'm still way, way, way too heavy. But I mean, I wish I could be more bothered about it because maybe then I would lose it quicker. But how did I do it? Just basically cutting down. I didn't diet. I just thought more about what I was eating, I suppose. And I just kind of cut out a few things like I don't use anything fried really. The only thing I have is occasionally I have a fried egg. And that's because I do like a fried egg, but I don't fry my food in general at all. Oh, thanks, Blossom. But I'm just trying to eat more healthily rather than eating for a diet, because I hate that word. If somebody says diet to me, it's like, la, 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 don't want to know, go away. But if I say I'm eating a bit healthier, on my Saturday snacks, well, I've told you I swapped potato chips or crisps for these Pom Bears because they've only got 73 calories or something in them, whereas crisps have got 120 or something in them. So I am sort of trying my hardest to cut down. Yeah, there's 79 calories in a bag of the Pom Bears, but there's about 120 or something in a bag of crisps or chips or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, it is my cheat day, actually. I mean, I've got the cream eggs, but I'll only eat one. I'll only eat one. And I won't have a white one, you know I won't. £50 over Christmas, William. What have you been doing? That's a lot of cheating. You need to lose £50 as well. I need to lose about £150, let's be honest about it. I can't fast. As I told you, I'm not allowed to fast anyway. I get told off when I miss a meal. I have a bad habit of having breakfast and then not eating anything again till about 7 o'clock at night. And it was playing havoc with my blood sugars. So now I'm making myself eat at certain times. I'm actually, at least my blood sugar is level. What am I working on next? I'm still working on the brown sweater that's an order. I couldn't do the keto. It made me feel so poorly. I refuse to diet if it makes me feel ill. Yeah, well, I'm a diabetic as well, which is why I should watch what I eat as well. No, I couldn't do the keto. Ooh. You love owls. Or toys. I wondered where the owls were coming into it then. I have always eaten butter, Jeannie. I will not eat margarine. Margarine is like one stage away from engine oil. I said, if my arteries are going to get clogged, they're going to get clogged with butter. Yeah, owl. Some people do like owls, don't they? No, I won't touch margarine. It's synthetic to me. No, eat less butter, but I do eat butter. It can't be good for you to eat all that manufactured stuff. When you watch these programs about, you know, how they make margarine and that, you're thinking, oh, God. It's 1 degree different. Is it engine oil or is it plastic? It's something that's 1 degree difference with margarine. Butter does taste better, definitely. I don't care what they say. I'm sure if you put a tub of margarine outside, nobody would eat it. If you put butter outside, the animals would eat that. Got to eat all real food, I am, Russell. If I had a cook, I would eat everything fresh every day. It's just I can't stand cooking. But if I was in a position where I could just order my meals, I mean, I love fish. And I do love salads, but I hate making them. You know, and yeah, I would love nothing better than fish. Now, the only thing I don't like in fish is salmon. No, they don't have. They used to have Meals on Wheels, but they don't have it anymore. It's all to do with costs, cutbacks, God knows what else. No. I went on a diet about 10 years ago. I ate an awful lot of salmon on this diet. And then all of a sudden it just tasted, I just wanted to be sick when I smelt it or tasted it. Not had it since. I buy it sometimes because I think, should I have salmon? Should I have salmon? But I've never eaten catfish. I don't know what it's like. Oh, I love sardines on toast. Gorgeous. Oh, they cut back everything, haven't they? They've cut back on every single thing. I mean, they stopped delivering them, didn't they? Hot meals, they stopped delivering that. And then they went into the frozen things that they bunged them in your freezer for you. So you still had to warm them up yourself. No, nothing like that, Miguel. Oh yeah, you can have, but even then they don't deliver your fresh meals each day like they used to. That's where you're looking, Naturecraft. I got mine for free. No, I don't like mackerel. I love sardines, but I don't like mackerel. Senior centres, we have places where you can go, I think, and have a meal. I think, but they're not really my cup of tea, though. I don't want to sit there in like a big cafe thing. Yeah. Why, Isaac? You're late. Have you been out? Trout, I like the taste of it, but there's so many bones in. Hi, Patricia. So many bones in trout, and that puts me off. It's like that tilapia. Oh, snake poop. Ugh. Oh my God, Dr. Shipman, yeah. He was a right piece of work, wasn't he? I don't like kippers. La, 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 la. No, I don't. It's too salt. Mackerel and that, they're all too salty to me. I'll eat sardines, but only in tomato sauce. Kippers, no. I don't like smoky fish either. The dogs like mackerel. Well, the dog, when it was here, used to love mackerel. A kipper is a smoked haddock. What is it? Smoked what? I'm not sure what it starts off as before it gets smoked. I wouldn't be at all surprised about that, Miguel. Oh. I eat feta very occasionally on a Greek salad, but it's not one of my things that I would want to eat a whole lot of. Oh, the government's always doing something. I mean, the money, I don't know how people want to be unemployed because the money that they get is a pittance. I don't know how anybody can manage to live on the dole. I really honestly don't. I couldn't manage on it. No, I could never manage on. I was only unemployed for 6 weeks. And I couldn't even sort of pay for the food and that, let alone all the bills and stuff. Bills couldn't get paid at all. Oh, I got some vegan cheese quite by accident one time. And it just didn't taste like cheese. I don't know what it tasted like, but it didn't taste like cheese. Yeah, this is what gets me about. I feel sorry for people who are having to live on limited means, but they've always got a can of beer in their hand when they interview them on the television and a cigarette in the other. You know, I mean, I'm not saying people shouldn't drink and I'm not saying people shouldn't smoke, but to me, if I was on the dole and I was really desperate for money, that would be one of the things that would have to go. You know, it's like a luxury item, that. Oh gosh, yeah, that pickled. Is that the stuff that they buy like in corner stalls when they're on the way to work? Is it pickled herring? Oh, I think I've seen it. It's like those roll mop herrings. They're vile as well. Ooh. Ooh. What is a kipper? Is that a herring that's been smoked, or I'm not quite sure. No, my idea of hell would be a big family. You know, you can cope with them, you can afford them, then have as many kids as you want. But I couldn't. I personally couldn't cope with a lot of kids. I always said God knew what He was doing when He only gave me the one. I didn't want just one. It's just the way it worked out. But I would have never had patience to have about 4 or something like that. I mean, how do you cope when they all want to go to university and things like that? You know, if you have lots and lots of 4 or 5 children, then you've got to say no to them. And if I had to say no to them as far as education was concerned, I would have gone crackers, you know. I mean, my son was never clever enough to go to university, but if he had done, then I dare say we would have managed, to scrape up the money somehow while he was there, But if you have, got 4 kids, what do you say? Sorry, your brother's gone to university, we can't afford for you to go as well. Yeah, the student loans, it's like a shackle around your neck, isn't it? My niece is 40 something. She's only just finished paying hers off. No, that would have been my idea of hell, 6 kids. Sorry, but I'm just not that maternal to have had 6 kids. Yeah, I would have liked to. Ideally, that's what I planned, was 2. But as you say, you can't always plan things. God has other plans. So I just had the 1. So I would have never set out, never in my wildest dreams did I ever say more than 2. Even from being a kid, it was like, well, what do you want? You want to get married? Yeah. Do you want kids? Just 2, yeah. Always was just 2. Lady Jane's up to no good, is she? She going partying on her own again? Yeah. Yeah, my niece has just finished paying her student loan off. She did 4 years at university. She did another year to get some kind of teacher's diploma or something. So that was even another year on her loan. Oh, I love sewing ends in. Yeah, like I say, I've only got the 1. It was just the way it works out. Sometimes you don't get any, and sometimes you only get 1. I'm grateful I got 1. Oh, hi, Jeanette. I thought you were crocheting that henna lead, the leash. No, she'd probably get tangled up round her neck knowing her. Strangled herself. Well, I never gave it a thought. I don't think you do when you're younger, that you wouldn't be able to have children. You don't think that. You just think that, when you want children, you'll just do the deed and you'll get a baby. But it doesn't always work that way. Picking back up on your baby blanket. When I finish sewing the ends in on this, I need to finish that. One of my last but 1 orders. Then when I finish that, I've only got 1 more order to do, then I've done. Nothing, no more. I wanted to adopt a baby, but my ex-husband, even though he was adopted, he didn't want to adopt a baby. When I realised that, I wasn't going to have another baby. I would have liked to have adopted one, but it takes two to want a baby, and he didn't want somebody else's child. And I thought, well, that's a bit mean, isn't it? Because you adopted. Maybe because his adoption wasn't that good. Maybe that's why. Who knows? Yeah, I do. I bury myself in my crafts. Well, at 73, I think I'm a bit too old to have another baby now. I've got no womb anyway. But these days they can do wonderful things, can't they? Rent a womb. I don't want. I can't understand these women that are 70 wanting another baby. I'm like, oh, I wouldn't have the patience with one at this my time of life. I do have Gigi, yeah. And I've got Gigi on next weekend, so I should be happy. That's not very nice, is it, 11? Why can I not? For some reason or another, I can't block anybody. I don't know what's going on here. Hey. Yeah, I don't know why my spanner skills are not working today. Can't block anybody out. If you're talking about what I think you're talking about, Miguel, you could. No, I don't. No, I don't, Miguel. Mia, it's a limited web page. The reason I don't put it on here is that I only want the people that are regulars on here. No, it sounds awful, but I don't want everybody that's not a member of us, if you know what I mean. That's why I don't put it on here or mention it on here. Miguel, you can invite. Anybody can invite. It's not just me. But Kelly's not on, so I can't answer for that. Whoever's on here that is a member and knows what we're talking about, we can invite, yeah? That's the way it is. That's the way it's set up. It doesn't have to be me. Yeah, my son was supposed to be about 6'4", but he started smoking unbeknownst to me about the age of 14, and he just stopped growing because he was growing at a rate of knots until he started smoking. I know they say it's a myth, it stunts the growth, but it certainly did in my son's case. He never grew another inch. Every time I looked at my son, his trousers were half-mast. Okay, Blossom. Yeah, that's right, Miguel, yeah. My son, he stopped growing at 5'11". He was supposed to be being 6'4", but that's as far as he ever got. No, he's not as tall as he looks tall. He looks big. He gives the impression of being tall, but he's actually 5'11". Well, 5'11 and a half. He's just that bit short of 6 foot. But he was supposed to be being 6'4", according to W Hyatt too. No, Blossom's been around for a while, haven't you, Blossom? He's pretty stocky actually, yeah. He's not fat, he's just big. He's solid the whole way down, if you know what I mean. And yeah, but ever since he started smoking, I don't know, Patricia. What was I looking at? What was I looking at a picture of? Oh, hi, Evie. Why does everything that's coloured have to have so many ends? It's not too bad, Evie. Not too bad. Sewing in a massive end, so that's kind of put me off a bit. Oh, lots and lots and lots of ends, yeah. No, I didn't see that, Patricia. Ian's doing that as well, Sonia, I think. Aren't you, Ian? Ian said he was doing the smaller size and it was turning out to be medium or something, medium to large. Are you doing it in the Tunisian, Sonia? I'm all right, Nature Crafts, because I've got tiny arms. Got very short arms, so crochet sleeves for me don't take long at all. Spider monkey limbs. My younger niece has got very long arms. I thought I'd made her sleeves plenty. Well, not me. I thought that Kelly had knitted her sleeves plenty long enough. But because we made them longer than the pattern. But Yeah. I don't know. Ian, are you still on here? Because Ian's doing it as well. Yeah. Yeah, Sue came on Friday. We didn't have time to make a video because she had a puncture on the way to see me. I had to get it fixed, and it took ages to get it fixed. So, no, Ian's not doing it in the yarn on the pattern. To be honest, I don't like that. What's it called? The yarn on the pattern. I found it's gone all stringy. I made my granny square coat in it, and it's bobbling up something cruel. Yeah, it will be Blossom because it's an old book. Yeah, the Riot, that's the one. Yeah, no, I found it when it doesn't bobble up. It goes in like great long cobs. You can pull them off like little roves. Oh, thank you, Patricia. Yeah, I've still got one left. One lot left of it. The cardigan I made out of it has gone kind of like stringy when it's been washed a lot of times. I mean, the colours are beautiful in that Riot. I really love them. But I just don't like the yarn. Mind you, I dislike the Noro even more. So expensive, that Noro, and it had all bits of twig in it. Uh-huh. I didn't even bother going to my local Aldi because they never have any. I think it's the colours with the Noro. It's everybody loves the colours. But I made a jacket for a lady in it. And honestly, it was bits of twig and all sorts of stuff. Noro, not Noro. Noro yarn. It's beautiful, beautiful shaded colours and gorgeous, but it's just got, like I said, bits of twig and all sorts in it. Rough as anything. But everybody fell in love with it because of the colours. Yeah, I was crocheting up bits of straw, bits of twig, leaves. Don't know where all that stuff came from. Because, I mean, it was all dyed and things, so, you know, I don't see why they had to leave all the... Yeah, it's expensive, the Noro, yeah. I mean, apart from the colours, I don't like it. My tracking never works accurately anyway. You start the tracking and it says it's been sent off to you. And then you get another bit of tracking saying, we have sent your order today. And you're thinking, hang on, you said that 3 days ago. Hey, I've sewn the ends in on the pocket. Hey. Took me all this time. Sew the ends in on a pocket. Now I've got the other pocket to do. That's before I even start on the jacket. Once pressing out. You want your pink fancy Japanese hooks. I've got all these ends now. Oh, sorry to hear that, Linda. Vitamin alcohol. That's nice. My flask has kept my coffee hot. I've just never, ever wanted to go into loom knitting. I don't know why. Oh, you're going, Mia? Bye now. See you next week. Kind of coffee, or it's just ordinary coffee, nothing fancy. Oh, that was hot. Oh, have you, Evie, been making another pattern up? Oh, yeah, hot coffee. And I'm going to try an egg. And I know it won't be a white one. I can make my own patterns up, but I don't write them down. And then I can't follow them. I just like to set off and do my own thing. But I would never be able to write a pattern because I don't even know what I've done. That was kind of disappointing. It fell apart into two pieces. A bit into it and it's split down the middle. Whoever welded this one together didn't weld it together very well, did they? Look at that. Split right down the middle. You never know, Miguel. I might try that. I've got a book with scarves and different things in, using the seat, corner to corner. And because I didn't want to make a pram blanket, which everybody's made. So I thought, oh, maybe I'll make a scarf or something. And I haven't used the book. Hot cocoa. My mother used to make the best. I've not tried Evie, I must admit, with the corner to corner, but everybody keeps telling me how easy it is. But I just didn't do it because I just thought, oh, you can only do a blanket with it, and I don't want to do a blanket. Zoomigurumi. No, Coco doesn't. Yeah, I will do a corner to corner. I got some Cadbury's chocolate to send to a friend in America. Mm-hmm. I don't think there is a chart with that corner to corner, Evie. It's just I've never even bothered to try it, really. I've done a stitch very, very similar to it, the stitch, but not in a corner to corner. Mine was in a sweater that went straight up and down. So I've done the actual stitch that they use in corner to corner. I think they call it a cross hatch stitch or something. I'm all sticky now. Ephraim was he was on Facebook, I think, the other day, if I remember rightly. I'm not a lover of going into the back loops of anything. Oh, for goodness sake. Right, you're going back to your movie, right? Okay, Sonia. We'll chat to you later. Yeah, I'm not much good with that spike stitch, you know, where you go down one row, then 2 rows, then 3 rows. I seem to pull it up a bit. I don't let my yarn go loose enough. So instead of being a nice loop stitch, I can't. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, Evie, I'll speak to you later. My spanner's not working, and I don't think anybody else's spanner's working either. I can't give anybody a spanner. It's just not happening. I can't hit a spanner because it's not clicking on mine. Never mind. It works on other people, but it doesn't work on mine. How can I give you a spanner when I can't even give myself one? Don't be stupid. Anyway, you don't deserve a spanner. You're not one of us. Everybody's lost their spanners. Don't know what's going on. One of what? One of our regulars on this channel. They're only the regulars that get a spanner. I don't know what's happening with mine. just not working. Is it? Whatever. Yes, if it was a magic, would it be working on you by now? Oh, getting annoyed now. Oh, thank you, Craft Angel. I can't do anything. I don't know why it is not working. Can't give anybody one. I don't know. For some reason. Nothing is working. Oh, dear God. Life is sent to try me today. That's never happened before. It was working before. It was working when I first came on, and now it's not working. Huh. Oh, life is such a joy. A spanner is making you a moderator. In other words, if somebody comes on and starts giving grief and that, if you've been given a spanner of a moderator, that's what you can do is you can block them out of the channel. Yeah, that's fine, Heather. Yeah, we just don't like these people that come on making silly comments, you know. Yeah, I don't know why they call them a spanner over here in the UK, I think. It just means that you can moderate on the channel, and if people start using bad language or saying something rude, you can block them off the channel. That's basically what it is, yeah. Oh, hi, Esther. Oh. So you didn't get any scores then? Well, you managed to get some then, yeah. Oh, you're going now, Nancy. Okay, bye now. Yeah, Sue's going to try and come next week to see me. When she got more time. It wasn't her fault. It was the car's fault why she couldn't stay. But she had to go because she had an appointment, so she couldn't stay to make a video or anything. Or give me a lift with anything. I've got to tidy up in here. Tony came, you know, Tony that used to live next door. He said hello to everybody, by the way. And I said, I'm tidying up. And he went, yeah, it really looks like it. Yeah, it really does, yeah. What am I drinking then? Nothing exciting, just a coffee. Black coffee. Nothing alcoholic at all. I don't need alcohol to get me tongue-tied. Yeah, Tony the world traveller, yeah. Yeah, he was very upset when he came back because his dog had died while he was away. Very, very sad. I'm glad I didn't have him, actually, because there was talk of me having him. And, well, it is alcoholic, isn't it? Yeah. Hi, Randy. There was talk of me having him. I would have gone mad if I'd have lost, if I'd have lost the dog when he was here with me. Wouldn't have known what to do. The Bavarian stitch isn't hard to do. Juanita, couldn't think of your name then. But it eats up the wool like crazy. Yeah, I said Sue, yeah, she got a puncture. So that's why she couldn't come. That's why there was no video with her this week. The time she got a puncture fitted, mended, and came down here, she had time for a cup of tea, and then it was time for her to go again. So she probably should try and come next week. Where's Randy been? She could have been out there having fun. She did. Yeah, she got a puncture. Cost her £96, I think, to get it fixed or get a new tyre or something. Whatever. It would have melted eventually, Randy. You just could have left it. Oh, whistle, whistle, Miguel. Yeah, well, they are quite expensive over here. Depends which car you've got. Who's got a spanner? Whistle, whistle. I hate having to unravel things. Hate, hate, hate. The brown sweater I'm making, as an order. I was merrily chunnering away with it, and then I found out I've been doing the stitch wrong. So I had to pull it all back again and start again. So that didn't endear me to the pattern. I just can't get for going on it. It's because I've got this and this is on my mind. I want to finish this. Although I don't know where I'm going to put it because I think I told you I've fallen out with Etsy. So I've got quite a few things I should be listed on there. But Kelly's meeting up with somebody who's going to we don't get that kind of snow over here, Andy. The whole world would glide, to a halt. Oh, for goodness sake, Xbox girls, I don't care if you think I'm old. You're not insulting me at all. I am old. Go away. Thank you, Craft. Angel, yeah. I'm behind with your videos, Randy. Is your dishcloth pattern on one of your videos? Probably is. I'm showing my ignorance up now. All right, Isaac. You're very quiet tonight, Isaac. Say good night to Dexter and your mum for me. Oh, we've only got to have half an inch over here. They all go potty. Cream coloured cardigan on my Etsy. I don't know. I'll have to have a look. I don't know. Nature Crafts. I can't remember. I put them on Etsy, and then once I've made anything, I completely forget all about it. You just lost your temper a bit with what? I never remember what patterns I use. I'm just one of those terrible people who does something. Oh, the trowel, yeah. I'm one of those kind of people that I put the pattern away once I finish using it, and then I don't remember what I've done. I'm pretty annoying that way. Yeah. And half the time I don't have a pattern of what I'm doing anyway. I just set off and just everything forward and trust in the Lord, did he say? My dad used to say that about some people's driving. He said they put it in gear and it's everything forward and trust in the Lord. In other words, he was making a fun out of them where they were a horrible driver. We don't get real snowfalls over here, Andy. We'd all grind to a halt. A couple of inches and the world stops. I mean, they do get a lot more snow if you go up to Scotland than we do. You know, some places have had like 5 and 6 inches, but 18 inches, England would stop. Nothing would be running. There'd be no trains. There'd be no anything. The whole place would just go to pot. Yeah, it's amazing how many people around here wouldn't know how to drive in snow. They'll have to leave the car at home and walk. We don't have snow plows here as a reason. I mean, really, we don't need snow plows. We tend to have gritters that go out and throw grit on the road to stop it freezing. But actual snow plows, we don't really have them. I think they've got plows that they can fit on the front of wagons, you know, to turn them into a bit of a snow plow. But I mean, Scotland gets it worse than we do. They have to put the plows up there. But, oh, whistle, whistle, whistle. Whistle, whistle, whistle. Oh, we still get the idiots on their phones while they're driving over here. It's so dangerous. I don't know why they can't see the danger in doing it. You can't concentrate on the road while you... Yeah, everybody used to have snow chains back in the day. Nobody has chains anymore. Thanks, Craft Angel. Told you, I've lost my ability. My magic powers have gone. Hi, Rebecca. I'm doing all right, love, thank you. They never have enough grit or anything in the UK because they say they don't want to stockpile it in case they don't need it, yeah? So whenever we do get any snow, they run out of it. We only need 2 days of snow and they run out of all the grit. So the gritters don't work. We occasionally have blizzards and things. But we don't have it bad in the UK compared to a lot of other countries. It's just that in the UK we're totally unprepared for it. You know, the people that have it regularly, they're prepared. You know, they have all the equipment, they have everything. But we, you know, get a couple of snowflakes. And that's it, we don't have anything else. Yeah, that's what you have cats for. My cat used to bring me half-dead things home. You'd never kill them properly. You'd just bring them in and put them down, then they'd run all around the house. So then we had to try and chase them and catch them. Yeah, my cat sucked at actually killing anything. He used to bring it in to play with it. He'd let it run around a bit and then that's it. So then I had to put this little half-dead creature outside. Well, it used to promptly expire because he'd mauled it about that much. But he didn't. Yeah, love gift. I would rather have not had a half-dead bird. Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't want to catch a snake. I can look at a snake like, you know, like Isaac and Dexter, but I wouldn't want one outside, you know, in the wild. So I stepped over one once in Greece. I didn't realise I'd stepped over it. I thought I'd stepped over a tree root till I realised I'd stepped over a snake. That freaked the life out of me. No, this was a huge, huge snake. It was like the size of a tree trunk. I mean, it probably wasn't poisonous or anything. It's just the thought of them. Huh. Oh, I'd go crazy if I had It's bad enough when you had a wasp. Oh, whistle, whistle, whistle. Is it whistle? No, it's not a whistle. Don't you tell that to one of our people. He's got a snapping turtle. I don't even know what a snapping turtle is. Oh. Yeah, I think it's Shad that's got the turtle, isn't it? Not Miguel. Miguel's got the hens, and Shad's got the turtle, I think. Because I was trying to give Shad the hens the other week. Right, that's another pocket ends. Well, naturally they do snap because otherwise they wouldn't be called a snapping turtle, would they? Oh, you silly devil. Oh. threw all my bits and my ends into somewhere else, not the bin. I'm so stupid. You nearly got yourself booted. I can't boot anybody. I've lost my spanner. I'm deprived. I've got no spanner. Isaac has a snake. Yeah, he's got a corn snake. It's yellow. Oh, I would die if I opened the door and there was a snake there. I'll try my best. I'll try my best. Although anybody can let you in, Blossom. It's not just me. I've made it that way. Corn snake? I don't know, because Isaac doesn't seem to think so. I like looking at things like pythons, you know, from a distance. I think I can admire the beauty of them. But I really don't want it just just there. Oh, hi, Teresa. Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. So who's going now? Oh, Blossom. Yeah, see you later, Blossom. Right, I've got to start another. This is going to be fun, isn't it? Look at all this, look at that fringe. Look at all these ends I have to sew in. Isn't it going to be fun? It's going to be so much fun. Look at that, look. All right, Shaddy, you're going now. You managed to catch. Oh, no, it's not you that's gone out capturing the hen. I always get you two muddled up. One's the hens and one's the turtles. One of these days I'll get you right the right way around. Bye, Shad. Just think if you were to charge £5 an hour for your knitting. It'll take you about 2 hours to sew all the ends in. Does that count? Oh dear. Are you allowed to charge that in your makeup? You could say, yeah, I've just made it for you, but it's £20 to sew all the ends in. Otherwise, I'll send it you with all the bits dangling out. Oh dear. People have got no idea what we go through when we're making granny squares and stripes. You hate mice. It's I don't mind mice if I know they're there. You know, if somebody has a mouse in a cage or something. Oh gosh, Teresa, no, anybody thinks they can make a living out of crocheting is very delusioned. You might make a bit of additional income, but what's an ugly little whatever? No, you don't even get minimum wage, do you, Juanita? You couldn't even make a million. You'd have to have another source of income. Yes, I believe selling patterns can work. Yeah, I believe that, but I'm not the kind of person who writes patterns out very well. 10 hours, $10 a day. So that means I'd be charging $40 for sewing all the ends in, would I? I don't think so. It probably works if you're making something like a hat when you can churn a hat out in an hour. Then you could charge $10 an hour, couldn't you? Have you missed much? Yeah, because I've lost my spanner and I can't do anything. So yes, you missed a lot, show. We'll be going whistle, whistle. I don't know why I've lost my spanner, but I have. And I also have lost the ability to give anybody else a spanner. Oh dear. Your uncle's just passed away. It's not been a good week for a lot of us, have we? Yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to price a bit higher. And I'm going to price a bit higher when we get the new web page. Because I think my prices have been very low recently. Yeah, I can't give anybody a spanner, Sean, because I've lost my abilities somehow. I don't know how it's happened, but I've lost my magic powers. See, my trouble is I don't stick to smaller things that, that you can roll off in an hour or two. I do cardigans and I'm not that quick of a crocheter. So, it takes me days. So that's why I can't really charge by the hour. Tell you, I hope that sleeve's the right ruddy length when you finished it. It's been going on for hours, days, weeks. Yeah, Craft Angel's been the only one that's had a spanner. We've all been going. There's been nobody with a whistle. I'm hoping I get my faculties back by next week. I'm hoping it's just something that's happened, a glitch. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit of a mess, isn't it, if I haven't got my spanner and I can't give anybody else one. And I can't refresh my page, because if I refresh my page, my video goes off and I have to start all over again. I've got a yen to make something in granny squares after I've done all this, but I must be joking after sewing all these ends in. I think we've got another whistle in. Oh dear. I must do some housework tomorrow. Yeah. I must do some housework. I've been meaning to do housework all weekend. I haven't. Yes, when they do have names like that. And then they ask you, will you give them a shout out? Yeah. Right, we're going to really shout out when they're called I've got a big one or something. Yeah, we're really going to shout that out, aren't we? Why they think that's hilarious, I really don't know. Oh, I didn't even try to do one a day. One a week's just about what I can do at the minute. Never mind one a day. No, Tony didn't compliment me tidying up. I said my son was laughing at me because I said I was tidying, and he went, I see what you mean. In other words, he was saying I hadn't tidied up, because I hadn't. It was worse than usual because I was started to tidy up. So everything had got like that You know what it's like when you start to tidy, it looks 10 times worse. Well, Tony caught me at the 10 times worse stage. Oh dear. It's my dad's birthday. Well, it would have been my dad's birthday today. He would have been 108 if he'd still been alive. And he would have been a crotchety old guy because he was crotchety when he was in his 80s. Now, I think I've actually made 2 videos this week. I didn't mean to make 2, but Kelly rang me up in the middle of one of my videos, and I'm no good at stitching them together, if you know what I mean. I mean, poor Zoe did try her best to teach me how to edit, but she got me sort of managing to do some editing, and then YouTube changed the thing and you couldn't use it. Oh my goodness. I've got nothing to go to now until 5th of March. Although I've got to try and see the doctor. Strike while the iron's hot. Yeah, la di da da da. So. Oh, I couldn't cope with bifocals. My dad, it took ages to get used to his bifocals. No, kids' teachers never like you to answer any questions. You're just supposed to sit there and nod while they parrot at you. No, I'd rather change glasses than have bifocals. I have to have mine tested every year now. My eyes. I wouldn't say I was in the hospital waiting room for a long time, but I read half a book. I'm very fortunate in the fact that I can get sunglasses for free. But, I mean, they're not brilliant glasses. They're not even nice glasses, but they're free. Do you have to pay for yours as well, Charlie? I thought maybe, you know, if you were on some kind of you know, different kinds of benefit, then you can get. I mean, I was surprised that I actually got both pairs of eyeglasses for free. I thought I'd just get the one and have to pay for the second one, but no, I got them both. So I was quite chuffed. I could have a new pair every year as well. That reminds me of Z. Every time she talks about the Canadian crochet, she always says the Canadian crotchet. I don't know whether the lady actually calls herself that at all. She's on my list of videos to watch, but I haven't actually watched any of them yet. I must have about 150 videos now I haven't watched yet. I would need to sit in front of the TV for about a week. Oh, she does she calls herself a... I thought it was just Z. Ah, yeah, crotchet, yeah. Crotchet and a quaver, yeah. Yeah, I did once try to learn the piano, but it was a while. Are you too refined to speak like that? Oh, right, okay. I got everybody giggling one time because we were talking about crochet hooks. And you know the throat, I call it the throat plate or the thumb plate. And I said, I don't like one with a thin shaft. And everybody started laughing. Oh, the dirty minds. I was talking about a crochet hook. Not anything rude at all. But everybody had fits there, giggles. I don't know what everybody else calls it. What, a crochet needle? Oh. I go crazy when there's things on the TV and it's obviously somebody's crocheted something and they're like, got a pair of knitting needles in the hand. And you're like, you're going to whistle me, are you? Okay. But it makes me laugh when they... And you're thinking, surely if you've got people for like continuity and things like that, you would think that they would know not to get things like that wrong. You know, if they were doing a theatre scene, they wouldn't give the wrong names to the medical instruments, would they? So why do they get the wrong names when it's like knitting and crochet? It just, like, to me, it's like nobody could be bothered checking that that's the right. Yeah. They think you've got a shotgun, do they? Oh, a 9mm, yeah. People think you've got a shotgun in your purse. But we're so innocent over here. A 9mm means a crochet hook or a knitting needle, yeah. I think it's Whistle Down the Wind. Yeah, license to carry a 9mm. Yeah, go on. Yeah, well, it's probably somebody trying to get a rise out of us, isn't it? Yeah. No, we don't do shout outs. Sorry. I don't understand what you want. Obviously a juvenile. What's the point of shouting out somebody's channel? Yeah, shout them right out of chat, yeah. That's where we shout them. Like we need to shout them out, like we need a hole in the head. I wonder if Kelly's finished her granny stitch. I've got a book like it's called, what is it called? Stitch and Bitch, the Happy Hookers. Huh. Yeah, I've got that book. I've done a couple of things out of it. Mostly was a sweet pea shawl. I've done that a few times. And I've also done that little bolero, what's it called? Sweet tea or something. It's a lovely little cardigan when it's done that in that book. Who did 2 tours in Vietnam? Oh, your uncle, right. I'm with it. I'm with it. I thought you were talking about one of the trolls then for a minute. I really should keep up, you know. But I'm tired and it's just like all going. And I shouldn't be so energy when I'm tired. They probably all start poking through to the other side. I've got little bits poking up everywhere now. What? Miguel. At least you found it. Kelly didn't find her. She's had to cancel it and get a new one. All right. My auntie used to always carry a little knife, but it was a fruit knife because she wouldn't eat the. You're getting confused. I've been confused for a long time. No, Kelly had just a few pounds, you know, in cash in the house. So she, you know, the kids didn't starve or anything. But what's dosh? It's money. Dosh. Loot. We keep forgetting you speak a different language. Yeah, Kelly didn't find her. She don't know whether she lost it in the street or whether she lost it in the house, but she couldn't find it anywhere. So she had to cancel it. And then when she cancelled it, of course, then it meant she couldn't get any money out of the bank to pay for her groceries and stuff. You'll have to get the Hoover out, Nature Crafts, and see if you can find it when you Hoover. It'll be in there somewhere. Well, they say put a piece of like a nylon stocking or something over the hose and hoover around, and then anything like an earring or anything doesn't get sucked up inside the vacuum. No, it'll be there somewhere. It won't have gone anywhere. It'll turn up. Or maybe you'll sit down one day and you'll find it. Good job it's not a sharp one, isn't it? Yeah, they sell you to do that if you've lost an earring or a little earring stud, don't they? Yeah, you could possibly use a magnet. I've got some of those. Chiba. They came in like a little container, don't they? Don't think I've used mine, actually. Where does he keep his turtle? I don't know. Maybe he keeps it in a tank. I don't know where you keep a turtle. Does it have to be wet? I don't know whether it needs water or not to exist. Some turtles do, don't they? You have to have like a fish tank with stones so that they can come out. Sandbox turtle. Oh, whistle, whistle on the wind. What time is? Oh, 10 to 12. I'm not doing too bad tonight. It depends in what way you're talking to them, doesn't it, Randy? I don't find it difficult if I'm telling them to, bug off. But if I was to talk, show anybody trying to chat them off, I've lost the neck altogether. I wouldn't even know where to start anymore. I'm so out of touch. And as for these text message abbreviations and that, I'll be saying something wrong. What does whistle whistle mean? It means that I haven't got my spanner, so I can't time anybody out. And so I have to go whistle whistle, which means, can somebody get rid of them, please? Somebody who's a moderator. Yeah, I wouldn't know, actually. Anybody been chatting people up lately? Because I haven't done it for years. All my chat up lines are 20 years old, Andy. That's the last time I chatted up a fella. Oh, the last time I was on a dating site, I was about 45, I think, or 50 or something. And they were all married on there. They all wanted a bit on the side, so I just gave up bothering. I never found any genuine ones. They were all looking for a bit on the quiet. To me, if they can't give you their address and they can't give you their home phone number, never mind all this junk, oh, I'm never there, you'll only ever get me on a mobile, blah, blah. Nah. Oh, yeah. And they start talking to you like that, and then, you say something to them, and they say, oh, I didn't know you were a prude, and you're thinking, no, I can do without that. Yeah. No, I can't be coping with that stuff. Especially at my time of life. I mean, you're all younger than me, but my time of life, that's the last thing I want to look at. Yeah. No, some men actually want you to be married because, it's just, then you won't want too much from them because if they're married, they want you to be married. No, I used to get the ones that were separated, by the width of the bed, you know what I mean? That's how separated they were. They won't give you the home number, they won't tell you where they live. There's something wrong there. Right, you check on your hens, big girl. Hope they're all there. At my time of life, I'm not looking for a husband. I wouldn't mind a bit of male companionship now and again, but only if he was good at painting or DIY. I don't want one that's got romantic intentions, if you understand my meaning. I'd like one who couldn't manage it. No, well, I can't do any DIY. My ex-husband didn't believe in women doing that sort of thing, so he didn't encourage me to even try to do things. Yeah, that's the best thing to charm you. Miles apart. I'm very, very untidy, as you probably gathered. And I couldn't live with anybody who wanted me to tidy up and have meals on the tables at certain times and things like that. I couldn't do with that. I'm too sort of bohemian to do that. Oh my goodness. If anybody started taking a little blue pill, I'd make him sick it up again. No. I'd rather save up and pay for the DIY skills than have to pay for it in kind, if you understand my meaning. At my time of life, I'm not looking for out like that. When I was your age and that, I probably was still looking for the can't be The rest of the word begins with an A. It means you can't be bothered. Oh, you're all younger than me. That's why you all enjoy your bit of romance. When I was all your age, I still did that. You know, yeah, Teresa, I miss the affection sometimes, the hug and the kiss. But I don't miss the bit that comes after that. It is a mild cuss word over here, yes, but not much. The last guy I went out with was might have been the one who did me out thousands of pounds. Might have been him. That was the last one. So that's what put me off men. Not only was he a scrounger or whatever, telling me a pack of lies about going for work for him, finding out that I was paying for his trips to go and see another woman. It's any wonder why I don't trust men. Oh yeah, what's the matter with you? Are you frigid? No, I'm just a lady. Yeah. What's wrong with you? Don't you enjoy sex? Yes, in the right circumstances. But this isn't one of them. I've only just met you. Yeah, they're just so rude. A lot of them treat these dating sites just like it's a free knocking shop, if you know what I mean. You know, I used to say to them that that's what you want, go and pay for it. They just want it, but not to pay for it. That's what they want. So they meet you and take you for a couple of drinks and then expect their money back, if you know what I mean. So, I mean, I also had the embarrassment of trying to conduct an intimate life with a 20-odd-year-old in the house with me. I don't know whether that was worse or what, because they do understand what's going on. Whereas a kid, you can pull the wool over their eyes a bit, but hmm. Have I stopped buffering now? Yeah, the swingers are here. Yeah, I was one of the lucky ones. If I had gone to university, I wouldn't have had to pay. Well, apart from, a flat or something. My mum and dad didn't have any money anyway. We're talking about dating sites, Lydia, so don't get too excited. And what men who go on these dating sites really want. It isn't a girlfriend. You comment too much and get muted. Who mutes you? Because I don't. Oh, you censor yourself, right? Okay. I thought you meant I did then. I enjoy being free. I live in a untidy house all the time. It's untidy. I do try my best to hoover up, clean up, tidy up. And as soon as I do that, within 5 minutes, it's messy again. So I couldn't do with anybody criticising me like my ex-husband used to do. You know. I mean, sometimes I look around the house and think, no, it's enough. Time's up, you know. Time you tied it up, it's getting messy even for you to, you know. When even I think it's messy, that means it is messy. You like silly putty. Whatever floats your boat. I've always wanted to try that slime just to see what it feels like when you put your hands in it. It looks all gooey. It looks really messy. Does it make a mess everywhere and squidge into your carpet and things? I used to love the smell of plasticine when I was a kid. The new tubs of plasticine. Oh, he would have definitely been out the door. My ex-husband still says things like that to me, and he's my ex-husband. Brittany, they're not always good at that. It's just that we tell them that. You know, we didn't tell them they were any good then. Plasticine, I suppose it's a bit like Play-Doh, yeah. Must be the forerunner, isn't it, to Play-Doh, I think. Plasticine. They used to give us plasticine. It was all in little tubes of like different colours. But the time you were made anything with it, you finished up and it was all like brown because you'd mixed all the colours together. You know, it's. I used to tell my son that, you know, keep the colours separately. But no. Oh, I can't. It's been that long since I slept with anybody in a bed with me. I don't mean anything else. I mean just sleep. I can't cope with them being too near me now. I'm out of touch. I usually stay awake, wide awake all night. I once had a bloke and he couldn't sleep unless he had the telly on all night long. So I was like sitting there like that, you know. He's going, go to sleep. And I'm like, I can't go to sleep. Then he fell asleep, so I turned the telly off. And he woke up. Who's turned the telly off? I can't sleep without the telly on. I'm like, oh, God. Are we talking about Jack here, Sean? I have got lots and lots of flat shoes and boots and everything. And what tickles me is that I never wear them out because I don't walk. I mean, I put them on to go on my scooter. So I can't really justify buying all these pairs of boots and shoes because I will never wear them out, that's for sure. Mm. Yeah, it's always worse when you start a new job and you've got to work a month in or something. I did that, but luckily my brother was alive then, and he realised something was wrong. I didn't ask him for anything. And he said something about Christmas, and I just said, "Oh, don't bother getting me any presents," because I said I won't be stretched into Christmas presents this year. So he said, "Why not?" So I told him what happened with the money and everything, that I wouldn't get paid until January. And he just came and fetched me some money and said, "Just pay me back when you can," which was lovely of him, really. You know, I mean, we may not have always seen eye to eye, me and my brother, but he was always like there in an emergency. He never even said, "Did I want it?" He just come and brought me some money. So, yeah, it's been 3 years since my brother died. My brother and the dog, one day after the other. The dog first, my brother second. What a week that was. Mm-hmm. I've always been a hoarder. I can't bear to part with things that are good quality. It just breaks my heart to get rid of them. I went through my wardrobe the other day. Well, I started to, because I thought I've got these 2 or 3 new things and I need to find room to put them in the wardrobe, actually. And I pull things out and think, don't wear that, don't wear it. Oh, yeah, but it's quite nice, isn't it? And yeah, it might, you know, I might wear it in the summer. And back it goes in again. I actually pulled out one tracksuit and one skirt is all I pulled out. And I should have pulled about 25 things out. Yeah, my ex used to accidentally throw away my paper patterns when I was using them. Or throw magazines in the bin because he said, "Oh, I thought you'd read them." Yeah, they're not like a gossip magazine that you throw. What do you need to keep it for? You've obviously read it, and yeah. Yes, because just because I read it and I didn't want to make anything out of it just there and then doesn't mean I won't want to go back in a couple of weeks' time. Because we mentally make a note, don't we? What we've seen, we may not want to do it there and then. I got my own on back on him anyway when he left. He'd saved up all these Manchester United programmes and tickets and everything. Probably worth a fortune, so I just threw them all in the bin. So I thought you'd read them. There's probably hundreds of pounds worth of stuff I threw because they were like collector's items, if you know what I mean. Yeah, and I gave all his suits to the homeless. He left them behind because he didn't have time to collect them. So I gave them all away. So they didn't fit you anyway. Put a load of weight that wouldn't have fitted him in a million years. Don't know why he was keeping them for. Do you knit or crochet? I don't think so. I'm still here doing anything. No, well, it's not the right channel for you then. Yes, whistle behind the wind. Oh my goodness. All these N's. I should have counted how many I've done, shouldn't I? Not a lot I could say. I said, well, you shouldn't have left it, should you? When I was coming to go back for it, I said, well, it's been months. Been months, and I said to you, do you want anything that's still here? And you said no. So that was enough for me. I just threw it away. Yeah, men don't like women to be cleverer than them. I found that out when I got married. I was the brains. And he resented it. I wanted to go back to, well, not go back to university. I wanted to go to university because I hadn't gone when I had the opportunity. But he put all kinds of sort of pitfalls in my path as to why I couldn't go. I think deep down he just didn't want me to be much cleverer than he was, going to university and all that. Yeah, I have a fling with pretty boys for the moment, Randy. That's what I would do. You're not wanting to be serious with anybody, so just have a few flings. Yeah, I think she was born in Bury. I think she was born. Kelly. Because my accent's slightly different because I was born in Oldham or whatever. They don't. They're just jealous. They want to be top dog all the time. And if you outbrain them, that's when they get physical. Because they can't hit back at you with brains. It is all to do with ego. The man has to be the hunter and the gatherer and has to be the cleverer one. And the little woman has to stay at home. And these days, less and less little women stay at home. It's like if women are on the corporate ladder and they go higher up. than the men. They don't like it. Oops. The computer's going to sleep in 53 seconds. No, it's not. They're the best kind of men. I prefer a gay man any day. They're nicer people. I'd rather have a gay best friend than anything in the world. Not a female gay friend, though. I'd rather have a male gay friend. There's no pressure when you're talking to them. You know, they don't want anything from you, and that's the best way. Yeah. I have no problems. I always say I don't have any problems with anybody who's gay as long as they don't want to convert me. You know, I am what I am, just as they are what they are. I'm slightly more uneasy around a lesbian woman just in case she might fancy me than I am than a gay male. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I always think a man who's homophobic's kind of got something to worry about. Maybe he's got like inner feelings he won't accept. He's scared, you know, that maybe he might meet a guy that he really likes or something like that. You know, I often wonder about that when they're so homophobic. What are they frightened of? Frightened that will fancy him or something. I mean, my husband had a couple of gay friends, but he wasn't gay. But they were my friends as well, if you know what I mean. I just liked being around them. I found they were great company and they were quite funny, you know. Hi, Michelle. My mum didn't like one of my ex-boyfriends because he was mixed race. And, you know, every time I mentioned his name, she'd say, when are you going to get yourself a proper boyfriend? And I used to say, do you mean when I get myself a white one? Is that what you're talking about? She never wanted to meet him. I went out with him for 9 years. She never met him once. And that hurt me. To me, he was who he was. I mean, obviously, you see the colour, don't you, when you meet somebody for the first time? You're not like saying, you know, after that, it didn't make any difference what colour he was. Yeah, I'm just not into women. If I was, I would admit it. But I'm just not, you know. It's yeah, it's just who you are, isn't it? You know, people have said to me, because I don't have a boyfriend or a male friend, are you gay? And I said, no, if I was, I would tell you. I'm not, but it wouldn't worry me. You know, I'm not closet or anything like that. It's just, yeah, it's the same with me, Patricia. I was monogamous, but my husband was, I don't know. The grass was always greener on the other side of the fence with him. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's like with religion. Whatever religion people are doesn't worry me as long as they don't want to convert me. You know. No, I don't think I could either, Sean. Yeah, I don't think being gay or straight is nobody's damn business except your own. I don't see why you should have to go around wearing a label, you know, saying to people that you don't know, oh, by the way, I'm this or that or the other. Oh, go away, Jake. You know, unless you're going to hit on somebody, does it matter what your preferences are? You know, I mean, I'm heterosexual, absolutely, but that doesn't mean to say I have any feelings towards anybody who isn't. You know, it's oh, your hens are all in, are they right, Miguel? Even Lady Jane, the stray one. But it doesn't worry me what people's. I mean, what has it got to do with like us on here? That's a crocheting channel. What does it matter? You know, here, what people's preferences are. It's like what religion people are. It doesn't really matter. We're all crocheters together. We're all crafters together, and that's the only thing that really is what's the important thing here. We've probably all got different politics, but we don't agree. We don't talk about it. So, um, you know, so long as we agree not to argue about it. Same way as we don't argue with anybody's sexual preferences. I don't care. Whatever people are, they are. And I'm just don't bother about it. Not worried at all. At all, at all. As I say, unless you try to convert me, I don't care. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you're crafters, you're crafters. What does it matter? What politics you are, what religion you are, you know, what sexuality you are. What does it matter? If you're all crocheting or knitting, sewing, whatever it is you do as a craft, it shouldn't make any difference, should it? What your personal life is about. It shouldn't. It's, you know, discussing crochet or discussing knitting, discussing patterns. You don't need to be anything to do that, do you? You know, that's what annoys me about people bringing things into things that are not important. You know, they're not important to me. It's not important what you crochet or you knit with. That's not important to me. If you want to crochet with barbed wire, that's fine. I'm not worried. You know, just where's Kelly? Kelly's fast asleep, I think. She said she was tired. Um, she did say she tried to come on, but she hasn't. So yeah, absolutely live and let live. That's our motto on here, I hope. Yeah, I've done one half of it almost now, with the tail end, yeah. Yeah, crafters are crafters, no matter what. We don't care. That's all we're interested in, is what we're doing to make. Sharing things about yarn, sharing things about patterns, sharing things about whatever else. I mean, we talk about other things, obviously we do. We don't spend the whole whatever just talking about crocheting and knitting, but we talk about life in general, you know. But I would like to think that we've never had any crosswords on here. And we've, oh, thank you, Ella. You know, I'd like to think that we wouldn't have any arguments on here, because that's not the way we roll, is it? You know, and that's the way I wanted it to be when I started doing this. I wanted it to be for everybody, and I wanted it to be all nice and pleasant, you know, and no bitching, no whatever. Nobody hating somebody else because their politics are different. You know, it's that's the way I want it to be. And that's why I made the Facebook page, is because of that. Is because of I wanted it to be for everybody, and you know, not just me on my little soapbox spouting away there. Yeah. Yeah. Life's too short to be arguing. Yeah. Life is too short. I can't start. I stopped going on Ravelry for a lot of the reasons, because, you know, I don't know whether it's because they were hiding behind a keyboard or whatever, but some people were just downright bitchy. And you're thinking, it's just so unnecessary. Why did you make that comment? It's just so rude. And, you know, you did that deliberately to hurt somebody. And I'm like, no, you know. Yeah, I mean, it's a very sociable thing, I think, crafting. As you say, the minute you take out your crochet or your knitting, somebody will talk to you. Yeah, you might have done, but I think it's gone quiet. Gone quiet, Sean, I think. But oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I used to have a knitter, a lady that knitted, that came into my shop, and she was completely blind. The only thing was, I mean, much as I liked helping her, and I did help her, she would want me to describe like every pattern to her and tell her what it was like and what it was made out of, and like, I just didn't have the time. You know, customers would be piling up behind her. You know, I mean, I tried my best, like, to help her out with telling her what the patterns were, and, you know, describing them, how they were easy, and telling her what needles they were and what stitches they were. But there's only so many you can go through. You can't go through a whole thick book like that full of patterns telling her every single one of them, you know. And but it wasn't too bad, because she did have a friend who would put them into Braille for her when she bought one. I try my best not to watch on Instagram if it's all getting heavy. And I just use Instagram to look at the knitting and the crochet. If there's anything political or whatever stirring things up, I just don't. I just skip past it. I've started hiding a lot of things on Facebook now. If I don't like what people are saying, I just hide them. That's the end. You know, when they start stirring stuff up. I only go on Instagram to see what people are knitting or crocheting. You know, my friends and that. I don't go on for any other reason. It's too easy to hide behind, you know, anonymity, and to call people ugly names and things. I mean, I think it's awful what goes on with the children when they're, you know, encouraging children to say die and do this and that. I think that is so horrendous, because there are some children who get swayed by things like that. Yeah, I do remove some of the ones that I don't like. But I remove the posts I don't like. I just, put on, I don't want to see them anymore. You know, especially like politics in the US, because I know nothing about it. So I don't want, people having an argument who are pro-Trump, not pro-Trump. I don't want that kind of argument on my Facebook page. Thanks very much. It's got nothing to do with me, who's the president of the US is. I'm certainly not going to make a comment about him. Oh, the Brexit, I'm fed up with that, yeah. I've started going la 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 now when I listen to it now. I don't even want to know. I don't even know whether I'm pro or I'm not pro because I've just got so sick of it all. I'm not even listening anymore. Yeah, our Ian said that to me once when he was little. And he said, "Why is Jimmy's skin brown?" I said, "Well, Jimmy's skin's brown." I said, "Because his mummy's got brown skin." I said, "You've got white skin because I've got white skin." And I said, "It just depends where you were, who you were born to." And so he just went, "Okay." And that was the end of the conversation. That was our conversation about race, I think. That was the only one we ever had. He just accepted my explanation that he was the same colour as his mum. Yeah. Now, I don't like politics, so I don't want to comment about anything because I know nothing about it. And all you do is you alienate people when you make one opinion or another. And I've got no opinion, so I've not got strong opinions about anything. Yeah, I mean, kids don't need to know any ins and outs. But I mean, they take prejudices from their parents. I mean, my mum and dad were extremely racist, but with me, it went the other way. I was determined not to be because they were so blinkered. They were brought up in a small villagey type place, and they'd never actually seen anybody who was a different colour to them. So must have been in their 40s or whatever. And I mean, I didn't know many people who were different to me. A lot of Ukrainians, Polish people, things like that were in our, neighbourhood. But I mean, for a while, if anybody was a different colour when I was a teenager, I must admit they fascinated me. Because you know how you try not to stare when they look different to you. But it wasn't a racist thing. It was like a nosy thing with me. Like, like where are they from and why are they here? And, I wanted to know all the whys and the wheres. And, I was curious. I just would have loved to have gone up to one of them and started to talk to them, And as I grew older, I did. I used to start talking to people. And I find that by asking people different things about what they believe in and what is different about it and stuff, that you kind of understand more what it's all about, really, don't you? Yeah, I've got a lot of Jewish people around here, and I've got Polish people, and I have Asians around here, perhaps not as many as in certain areas, and a few African people knocking about. Yeah, I mean it's fascinating to me to find out why they do a certain thing. What do they believe in? Why do they? And I find by and large, if I start asking them questions, they're quite open to answering you. In other words, they're quite happy that you're actually asking them the questions instead of just like judging them or whatever. Yeah. Oh, cash generator. What do you want to know that's for? Yeah, well, I used to go to different churches when I was a kid. My mum never stopped me. The only one my dad drew the line at was a Jehovah's Witness. I hope there's no Jehovah's Witnesses on here, but my dad drew the line at me going there. He wouldn't let me go to a Jehovah's Witness, but I went everywhere else. Methodist, everything. I just went, yeah. Oh dear. I used to tell my son when he asked about the colour of different people, I used to say, you've only got to look in a garden. Look at the flowers. What colour are the flowers? All different colours of flowers, but they're all flowers. And that's the way I tried to explain to him, about people having different colours and that. Because it's true. You can have pink, green, red, yellow, purple, but they're all flowers when it bears. I mean, they all have different names, obviously, when you're going to go into Latin or something, or you want to be a gardener. But they are all flowers. And that's... yeah, I wanted to go to all the different churches just to find out what went on. What was different. I mean, the churches used to fascinate me. I wanted to know what was going on inside. I mean, some churches I was really disappointed because they didn't have an altar or something, just had a table. And I remember being hopelessly disappointed when I went to the Salvation Army. There was a wedding. And she got married in a suit and a bonnet. She didn't wear a white dress. And I remember thinking, that's not a bride. That can't be a bride. Yeah. I mean, I've not been in what they call them, a temple thing. What do they call them? I've not been in those things yet. I would love to go. Not particularly when there was, synagogue. I've not been in one of those, and I've not been in the, the temple things that the Pakistanis go into, mosque. I've not been in a mosque or anything like that. I would love to go. Just to have a good look round, yeah. Yeah, synagogue, I know. And, no, I've not been in a Taco Bell, you daft pillock. Why would I think I would want to go to Taco Bell? Yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, it would have, I think, oh, for goodness sake, I don't want to join anybody's party. Go away. It was just curiosity. Wanted to see what they looked like inside, Wanted to see how they look different. Like I said, the Orthodox churches are gorgeous, aren't they? There was all the carving and the gold. And I mean, I was fascinated by the Roman Catholic Church when I was little, because of all the statuettes, like you're saying, all these flowers and the pretty things and everything. And that just fascinated me because it was just so fancy, lovely stained glass windows and everything. And I just like the history of it, the atmosphere when you walk in like York Minster or something like that. The atmosphere as you walk in, you can feel the atmosphere of thousands of people who've been in there for years before you. It's the same when you go to a stately home, that's so old, like when you get this atmosphere when you walk in, don't you? You can almost feel the ancestors in there. Yeah, no, I've never been in a Mormon temple, never. But I would imagine they would be playing. They're not like fancy people, are they? Yeah. But I am curious about life and religions and things in general. I hated history when I was a child at school. Absolutely loathed it. Because they were, you know, it just was all kings and queens, and I didn't make any sense out of it. But since I've been like older, I've wished I knew more about when you go to these historical houses. I mean, I love like watching programs like Who Do You Think You Are? And when they go right back and they find out that their parents were the first people who came over on this boat and things like that. Yeah, I was christened C of E, but my father's family were all Catholic. And they didn't pressurize me when I was little, but they did try to incorporate me into going into the Catholic churches with them. I used to love going with my auntie. She used to do the flowers, you know, tidy up the old flowers and put new flowers up and stuff like that. And I used to love going in there because there was a lovely, lovely atmosphere. Very, very, very old church. In fact, when I was a teenager, they actually pulled it down and built a new one. Hi, Mary. I am not a doctor, I'm a millionaire. So why would you ask me anything? Do I look like a doctor? Into the woods is the Bath Cathedral. Yeah, if you went inside and you look up, you mean the canopy of all the leaves and everything, yeah? Doctor of the soul. That's the only doctorate I'll ever get. A doctorate in crochet, how about that? I can't even say that because, I was looking at some crochet the other day that these, the Russian girls do. And yeah, hesitate to even call yourself a crocheter after you've been looking at their stuff. It is so fine and so fancy, and you're thinking, I can't even go anywhere near that, So how can I dare call myself a crocheter when you're looking at such beautiful work that they do? Yeah. What tickles me is they must be very, very fast crocheters. How do they find the time to do all this fine, fine work on fine hooks? Make dresses and things out of it. God, if I made a dress in fine wool, I'd want about £1,000 for it because it would have took me about a year to do it. If it was for somebody's wedding or something, they'd have to tell me before they even got engaged. And not dare put any weight on while I'm making it. Can you imagine crocheting a whole wedding dress or something like that? And then the bride's either put weight on or lost a lot, and it just hangs like a sack. And you're thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do? Because you can't take it back. It's took you about a year to make it. I would just cry. So you have to put weight on again. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, some of them are ruins, aren't they? I love the fact that some places have got such strong traditions. That, like the chapels in Wales and that, and all the traditions that they have. It must be nice to have that faith. But I also like watching the West Indian ones, when they get all carried away and hallelujah. I always wanted to go there, one of those, when they're going, praise the Lord, and they're all going crazy. But it must be a great atmosphere when they're singing, yeah. Yeah, I think it must be very comforting to have a really strong faith, you know, and to believe in everything no matter what happens. Yeah. I wish I sometimes had that strong faith, but I don't really. Oh, yeah, the gospel churches, yeah. Oh, here we go, whistle. Oh, yeah, I went to Sunday school religiously when I was little. I think it was my mum and dad's only time of being alone. Shoved me off to church. I used to love it. I used to love Sunday school. You hear lots of people going, "Oh God, I hated it. I hated being made go to Sunday school," but I quite liked it. It was fun. We met all my friends, and we all had a laugh and a giggle. And it wasn't particularly religious, you know. It was just you got stickers to stick in your books and things like that. Yeah. Yeah, those. I mean, they must get a lot of comfort out of it. You know, I mean, I wouldn't describe myself as being an atheist by any means, but I'm not a religious person that, you know. But, oh, your young husband is a very staunch Catholic. But he also believes in that, oh, what's it called? It comes from where he comes from. Oh, it's kind of like the same thing that they have in New Orleans, isn't it? And where he also has that. Yeah, it is a blessing, Rebecca. Honestly, I won't say I'm not religious because I am in a way. It's just I'm not a fanatical religious person, and I'm not a person who goes to church or anything like that. But I'm definitely not an atheist or anything like that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it is more spiritual, isn't it, than religious? Yeah, I think it's just whatever. I know. It's 10 to 1, I'm getting a bit. No, I've not done it. I had a sort of a tarot reading done on me when I was much, much younger. Um, I'd be about 20. Um, it was kind of, you know, accurate in one way, but it wasn't in others. Yeah, I'm going to sleep here. If you see me go, you know I've gone. I was fighting sleep before I even came on here. I don't know why I was so tired because I had enough sleep last night. But yeah, I've sewn up some of the ends. That's what I'm doing. This is inside out, by the way. I can turn one side the other way because I've. It's like the black one, but it's done with the. So I've got to finish up sewing all the ends in and sew the pockets on. That's what I've got to do. And then I don't know where it's going because I really didn't want to put it on Etsy, but we've not got our webpage yet, so it's a question of what do I do with it next? What do I do with it next? Take photographs of it and measure it is what I do. Yeah. So Yeah, that's what it's going to look like. Needs blocking out, obviously. But all the dark colours finished up at the end of the sleeve, and all the light colours finished up at the beginning of it. It looks so different than it did in black. So different. But after that, I've got to do more on this sweater, which I haven't done any more on. That's an order. As you can see, it's a very big size. So I'm not really enjoying doing that. It's kind of a bit boring. But that's why I don't like doing commissions. I like to crochet what I want to crochet. I know it sounds a bit selfish of me, but if somebody wanted me to crochet something that I wanted to crochet, I'd be fine. But I can't draw the line. I can't say, oh yeah, I'll take a commission, but only if I'm interested in making it. You can't do that. You've just got to say, oh, you know, a blank. I'm not doing any commissions, you know. That was it, really. It's just, it was just stressing me out too much, you know. People asking me for this and that and the other, and there were always either massive sizes, they wanted fine yarn, they wanted this pattern, that pattern, and they didn't understand why I was like charging twice as much for it. Yeah, I love my crocheting, and I didn't want to get to the stage where I didn't want to do it anymore, you know. I don't know whether you're the same. If you're crocheting something that you're not interested in, it's not, you know, your thing kind of thing, that do you carry on with it, or do you just think, no, sack it, I'm not enjoying this, I'm going to leave it and make something else? I mean, when it was for me, I used to do that all the time. I'd really like a pattern, really like it, start to do it and hate doing the stitch. And I used to think, no, I'm not doing that. But when you, all right, Shad, yeah, I'm going to bed in a minute anyway, love, because I'm falling asleep here. Yeah, they are a nuisance. It's not as bad as when they attacked us the other week. We got really overtaken. Yeah, my eyes are going. You know when you wish you hadn't put mascara on because it's making your eyes shut. No, I hate it when people put pressures on you to do things and you don't want to do them. I really am going. My eyes are just going now. So before I fall asleep and start snoring on the channel, I will see you all next week and have a nice tomorrow, Sunday. If you want to stay in bed, stay in bed. I'll say hello to Kelly and Sue. So enjoy your tomorrow, and I'm going to go now. So bye, everybody. Bye now.